I'm already a mom. I have two kids, and I also do a job, which is Australia.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I can barely hear you, Stella.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, so as I've mentioned, I'm already a mom. I have two kids, both toddlers, but I do have a full-time job also in a BPO company. And so the company that I'm working for is an Australian company. So my job is in the morning. I'm very much available in the entire evening.
Mhm.
Yep. So I do have part-time job other before. I just ended last uh April.
Okay. Why did you decide to apply in our school?
One thing that interests me to apply is it's an audio class.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess it's more convenient for me because well, I have kids. Although I'm in a room, it's still sometimes impossible that there are, emergencies that might happen.
Right.
The previous classes that I handle is also an audio class. So, yeah, I think I get used to it.
Okay. But I just want to remind you, Stella, that for now, yes, it's just an audio class. However, um, in the future, we might have video classes for young learners.
Yes, yes, I understand.
Mm.
I do have an experience with video classes before,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
I handle students 6 to 15 years old. So
Mhm.
I'm good with that. It's just that lately, I just I was even surprised with for my previous job that they have it in class for audio only. So that's really more convenient for me as of the moment with having
Oh,
kids around.
already, I understand. I have two kids as well. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So, do you think you are an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm an extrovert. I really enjoy the crowd. I hate silence most of the time. Even at work, I would always go with people that are really fun to be with because it's easier to get over stress if you're having fun or you're with people that are really fun to go with. I love outdoor activities, although I love reading and watching TV series, but that's just sometimes that I need to be alone, but most of the time I would want things to be loud, to be with. I just guess that happiness is with people that are really fun and there is really fun.
Mm. Okay. So, how long have you been teaching again?
Oh, I started actually teaching to, yeah, 2014,
Mm-hmm.
but that was just for 6 months with Koreans. That's where I had the experience of teaching kids, mostly really kids. And although I do have adult um, students as well. And then I had to stop because I had a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to BPO office, and then last 2017, after giving birth to my second child or my youngest, I decided to go back teaching. Financially, of course, one of the reasons as well, because being in a BPO with a day shift, the pay is really not that much compared to graveyard schedules.
Right.
So yeah, I went back to teaching.
Mm, okay. Um, Now, what is your best asset as a teacher then?
Oh, before, I guess because I'm really, I would say not in a negative side, but talkative. I enjoy really talking. Yeah, I always make sure that my student feels comfortable. I make sure to check whatever it is that is making them try to let them talk. I'm very, I would say, bubbly. Sometimes I tend to speak very fast, although, yeah, I guess one of my strong points is that I can really talk.
All right. So, what is the most important characteristic a teacher should possess?
Well, based on my experience from kids to adults, the very important characteristic is patience and be professional. Sometimes kids would, enjoy a little bit of games, a little bit of laughing and that, but you have to impose authority. That is very important. Although they see you or you make them feel comfortable, yet there should be the hesitant that, a certain level where you're still teacher. So that's very important, especially to teenagers and kids.
Good. How do you measure students' learning level?
I would measure that with the speaking ability and the constructing of sentences. I can consider if the student is able to construct a sentence that is understandable, I can consider that already in a certain level because I'm not very grammatically specific, but that depends on how the student would want to learn. But speaking and creating sentences that is understandable is my first way to check the level of the student.
Mm, okay. How do you deal with students who has behavior problems in class?
Oh, yes. Normally, I would talk to the parent, and for I had the student before who's really sometimes he would I don't know if she's in time she's really into sleeping or what, but she really tried to sleep or I talked to the parent, I talked to the mom and told her the details, or I talked directly to the student. If there's anything that you want me to improve, anything that you would like to change in the class, just for me to get your attention, let me know so we can figure this out. That's what I do first before I talk to the mom or the parent.
Mhm. Okay, how about if your student doesn't understand the lesson or they have learning difficulties? How do you deal with this type of students?
Um, yeah, can you be more specific with the learning inabilities? Like, well, for instance, if there are words that they really don't understand, the simplest with that would be a picture that can um, describe best of something that they don't understand. But if it's with the lesson, then I guess we really need to, or what I usually do is to ask questions, basic questions first. And if the student is not able to answer basic questions, then have to change the approach and try to do a different way of teaching. Because uh, based on my experience, the very basic is if student is able to understand simple questions, then you can proceed and go with the difficult ones. So with regard to student not understanding the lesson, then could be a change of the way the student is being taught.
Mhm. Great. In terms of using technology, Stella, how do you rate yourself? 10 is the highest.
10 being the highest, I would say 7. Although I'm familiar because in the office we also have different tools that we're using in the computer. But well, there may be some applications that I'm not familiar with, like for instance, uh, Zoom. I've heard of that. That is one way or one platform that some schools are using. So I'm not familiar with that. But with regard to the basics of the computer, I'm good at that. So I
Mhm.
just guess 7. So just to give room for improvements or whatever it is that I need to learn.
Okay. All right. What are your expectations in our school?
Oh, expectations. Just someone that some teachers, or I think for everyone to be approachable. There will be questions later on, or there will be questions in the beginning, and I hope you guys are very easy to approach, very helpful. There will be some questions, and I hope there is someone that really can accommodate that. Although everyone is busy, another thing would be well, the pay. I guess it was already explained. I just hope that I just expect the pay to be on time, and I guess more students. That's very important.
Hmm. Okay. Well, since this is just a part-time job, so technically, you'll be just teaching for hours per day
Yeah.
for that's gonna be Monday to Friday or sometimes even Saturdays.
Yes, yes. I can
Hmm.
go Saturdays. That depends.
Okay. All right. In the event that we're gonna hire you, what contribution can you give to our school?
Um, well, if you will be giving me that chance, I contribution will be. I don't expect for you to, or for me to contribute that much because I'm just a part-time teacher. But I guess it's being able to give a, a teaching style, or being able to share my teaching style, and be able to keep those students coming and enrolling because of being a good teacher, and being um, an experienced and teacher that would keep students.
All right. Give me a reason why we should hire you.
Um, I may not have the longest, or you know the one who has the um, longest career or experience with teaching, but I guess I have this passion and patience that although everyone does have, yet I can say that staying in a specific job, or staying in your job specifically, and being able to stay there in a longer period of time is something for me that an employee to be kept, or an employee to be taken care of by the company. Someone who is willing to stay and be able to do well in the job. So I guess that's me, because so far I never had an experience that the longest that I stayed in a company would be 2 years. I mean, sorry, the shortest that I'd be staying in the company is 2 years. So I I guess everyone has the same experience, or maybe even I may have even lesser experience than the others, but loyalty and being able to do well and keeping your students is one thing that I can guarantee.
All righty. Good. All right. So, congratulations, Stella. You passed the initial interview.
Okay, thank
Okay. So we're gonna set your demo. We actually have demo teaching.
you. Hmm.
That's only good for maybe 20, 15 to 20 minutes.
Hmm.
Are you available tomorrow around 4 p.m.?
Oh, I because I do have work on Saturdays and Sundays, so I will be available in the evening
Okay,
tomorrow.
around what time?
Um, 9 p.m.
I'm just gonna take note of that for now
Mhm.
because um, the head of the school will be the one to facilitate the demo teaching. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and send you a message then via Skype.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah, I really can't make it for 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll still be in the office by that time. So,
Mm,
yeah.
okay. Alrighty, it's okay. But then right now I'm going to send you a copy of the demo material. So
Okay.
you're gonna use this on your demo.
Yes.
So if you have any questions about the material, just let me know.
Hmm. All right. So I guess for further questions, I think we'll just ask that after the demo class.
Well, if you have any questions for now, I can definitely answer it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the pay will be every 15th, 30th, or
Oh, it's just given once a month. So that's going to be the 10th of the month. It will be sent via, um, that's going to be through your BPI account.
which, yeah, that's not a problem. I do have a BPI account. Uh, just to confirm, how much per hour?
It is 150
150 per
SO.
hour.
Yeah. Well, that's actually per 55 minutes for the total teaching,
Mhm.
and then 5 minutes for you just to complete class record of your student.
Okay. Do you have booking classes or all of this are regular classes?
Regular classes only.
Okay, I see.
So regular classes, regular students. So
Yeah.
once you hired, yeah, your students will be your students up until, still they want you to be their teacher. So they just keep on renewing their contract with the school.
Okay. Um, sorry. The students are Chinese, right?
Taiwanese.
Oh, Taiwanese. Oh, okay. Um, do you provide materials for the classes?
Yes, of course. So the book that I'll be sending you or the email that I'll be sending you, that's actually one example of their book that we are using.
I see. Okay. But yeah, because earlier we've talked about audio and video classes. For now, you're purely audio classes.
Yes.
I see. Do you have students, younger students in audio classes or mostly professionals?
They're working professionals.
Working professionals, I see. Okay. I
Okay.
guess that's it for now.
Uh,
We'll just ping you if ever there will be further questions, if ever. But yeah, I hope I can schedule the demo class as soon as possible.
Okay, sure. I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, because it's already late. I cannot confirm that, if she'll be available around 9 p.m. tomorrow.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much for the time.
It's my pleasure, Stella, and thank you also. Have a great evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye now.